So I saw this meme about philosophers. They're ranked as simp, soy, normie, chad, and toxic. All of these labels can be derogatory. It also ranks their followers. For example, Buddha is a simp, but his followers are chads. I want to remake this meme, but with YouTubers. I'm gonna do that. But first, let me explain what these labels are. A simp is someone who shows excessive sympathy towards another person. The other person doesn't feel the same way. You see, Jesus is listed as a simp, probably because he loved everybody and in return, he got crucified. I guess a simp is a heartbroken person, somebody who has been treated unfairly. George from Seinfeld is a simp, Newman is a soy, Elaine is a normie, Jerry is a chad, and Kramer is toxic. A soy is someone who lacks masculine characteristics. They challenge the idea of traditional masculinity. Soys believe that women aren't attracted to wealth and strength, but intelligence. Soys sometimes overestimate their intelligence. This says that Karl Marx is a chad with soy followers. Marx himself came from a rich family, and while in college, he got into a lot of duels. He liked to party, drink, and he had a lot of sex. However, his philosophy, known as communism, is appealing to vulnerable people, hippies who see wealth as evil. Immanuel Kant is a normie who is followed by normies. What he says is very agreeable and it's not controversial. Things like knowledge comes from experience, wealth isn't measured by money but by dignity. The normie is the most relatable. Both chads and soys can identify with the normie. Ayn Rand is labeled as toxic. She is like the opposite of Marx. He thinks rich people suck, but she thinks poor people suck. I think toxic is self-explanatory. Somebody who puts themselves over others, a criminal maybe. You guys understand the labels. Of course you do. You're smart. Now who is a simp YouTuber with simp fans? I'll have to go with iDubbbz. Originally he was a simp with toxic fans. This is the type of dude who didn't get action growing up. And now that he's famous, he has a girlfriend, he acts politically correct. If you think this guy is cool, then you are probably a simp.
Yeah, you mentioned you got to start earning money again. Are you guys not earning anything right now?
No.
Oh boy.
We have not earned money for the past 2 years.
Now who is a soy YouTuber with simp fans? Gotta go with Ethan Klein. He said multiple times that he doesn't understand the purpose of working out.
Life's too short to exercise. I'm just gonna be honest. There are so many better things to do than exercise.
Ethan believes it's a waste of time and rejects traditional masculinity. His fans are definitely guys that don't get laid.
I'd like to know who this guy is, man. I hope that man's life is ruined for this. I don't give a fuck. Give me his name. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I want this guy's life ruined. Are you kidding me?
A normie YouTuber with simp fans. Vsauce is definitely a normie. He's never said anything controversial. I recall a top comment on one of his videos saying that they've never kissed anyone before, so he definitely has a simp audience. Now a Chad YouTuber with simp fans. You guys are gonna hate this, but I'm gonna go with Andrew Tate. He's a professional kickboxer with money, so that makes him a Chad. But his fans are often heartbroken guys who are frustrated with women. Andrew talks about how men deal with loneliness more often than women. Women get loved for existing, but men don't. And men of all ranks enjoy Andrew Tate, but the ones who really love him are simps. He's like the dad that they never had. It's possible that Andrew Tate wants to help turn simps into normies or even Only a toxic YouTuber with simp fans is Hassan Piker.
This is so insane. America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it.
We're there to partner with them. We're not there doing our own thing. We're there partnering and training
in a video
and
game,
equipping and enhancing their capabilities So that's part of what we're doing. And the other part is just knowledge. We want to know what's happening.
Like we fucking totally brought it on ourselves, dude.
Andrew Tate is sympathetic towards incels. Hassan is sympathetic towards terrorists. He has been quoted saying that the US deserved 9/11, not to mention Hassan talks about how much he hates rich people, how they suck, but he is rich and he lives in a mansion. This guy is a very angry person. His fan base is the same as Ethan Klein. They even hosted a podcast together. Alright, the first row is complete. I probably pissed off some Andrew Tate fans. Now we're gonna talk about YouTubers with soy fan bases. A simp who makes content for soys. I'm gonna go with the BuzzFeed Try Guys. I'd say these guys are simps. Definitely the type that a girl would be friends with but would never have sex with. Their content is for soy guys as it challenges masculinity.
You assume only other races like fried chicken. I love fried chicken. It should be a white person stereotype because of me.
A soy who makes content for other soys is easily Adam Ruins Everything. He is threatened by masculinity, thinking that anyone who likes Joe Rogan is a Nazi sympathizer, just a huge beta that wants to make Chads look bad. His audience probably looks exactly like him.
Excited to do this interview because at the time, Joe was not so directly associated with like the far right. Like he hadn't totally made that turn yet.
A normie who makes content for soys is Philip DeFranco. He used to be a normie who made content for other normies. Early on, he was influenced by Dane Cook and made very vulgar jokes. That's why he deleted all of his old videos, because he's terrified that someone would dig up a clip of him saying something politically incorrect.
He spews out these twisted, insane views more frequently than Britney Spears has opened her legs. I mean, I could see giving a kid a taser if he's going over like Michael Jackson's house, but come on.
You know I like to go down on girls, but I took her pants off and it was like, boom, fucking eye of Sauron and shit. I was just like, whoa, that must be infected. And so that's why God hates the Jews and the Mexicans. Oh, hey there. My name's Philip DeFranco, and you're watching The Philip DeFranco Show. The following video involves me treating women like pieces of meat, so if you're easily offended, please exit the video, leave the room, and go lick some vagina, you dirty little feminist rug muncher. Very real note, I would like to say that child abuse isn't funny, unless you're the one hitting the kid. Now, a lot of people know I'm not a huge fan of Bush, whether it's President Bush or one on a 17-year-old Thai girl with pigtails. It shouldn't be there in the first place. It looks really awkward. It's just generally bad.
So when I see Twitter permanently suspend Trump, I say good. When I see...
Now, why is he afraid of getting canceled? Because most of his fans are soys, and soys love canceling people that they once loved, like crabs in a bucket. Instead of helping each other get to the top, they pull each other down. And despite being a normal guy, Philip is careful with how he presents himself because he doesn't want to offend the people who made him rich. Now, a Chad who makes videos for soys is Anthony Padilla. Right, he created Smosh, and he was entertaining in the beginning, no controversies, he seems like a clean guy. I'd say his content is positive soy. He interviews Lily Singh, gender fluid people, drag kings, people who challenge the idea of masculinity. Anthony does a good job at spreading the soy message. A toxic YouTuber with a soy fan base, this is really hard, but I'm gonna have to go with the Amazing Atheist, otherwise known as TJ Kirk. Over 10 years ago, he raised $17,000 to create a website called Not Productive, and he just kept all the money. Not Productive was never created. In one of his books, he mentioned that he used to have pedophilic fantasies and supposedly he dated a 14-year-old in his mid-20s. There's a lot more, but he's just overall a toxic dude. His audience is known to be neckbeards, bronies, basement dwellers, underachievers, complete soy. Okay, second row is completed. Now, who is a simp that makes videos for normies?
If you've ever so much even said a nice thing to a woman, simp. That's right, you're a simp. If you ever said, where my hug at? Simp. I got bad news for you. Simp. I would spit, but I can't be bothered. If you start shaking just by the thought of a girl being criticized, I got bad news for you. You're a simp and nothing else.
I love PewDiePie, but he's a simp. He proposed to his girlfriend and she said maybe. Bro, How do you have 80 million subscribers and still have trouble with women? He's jokingly referred to himself as a simp. And when we're talking about normie audiences, those are the biggest audiences because most people are normies. Your typical normie works as a dental assistant, drives a Subaru, and is thinking about getting a gym membership. The soy completely rejects the gym membership, but the normie has a better understanding of nature. Speaking of which, who is a soy that makes videos for normies? There's a lot of guys who make normie content. I'd say Cinnamon Toast Ken is a soy who makes content for normies. Ken is a cool guy. He is positive soy, embracing his feminine side without being obnoxious about it. I like nice people. Now a normie who makes videos for other normies. Who is the king of normies? Patrick CC does come to mind. He makes normal content and seems to be a normal guy. Make sure you guys are drinking beer if you're watching this, by the way. Alright, and a Chad who makes videos for normies. Two guys come to mind, Jamari and Penguin Zero. I say they're Chads because they work out, but their videos are completely normal. They don't say anything controversial or crazy.
I'm not someone who often upgrades technology unless I absolutely have to, unless I'm forced to evolve.
Very agreeable to a general audience, just like Immanuel Kant. Now a toxic person who makes normie videos, I need to find somebody with a rape allegation, a crypto scammer. I think some people would put Shane Dawson here, but I'm gonna go with Onision. Perfect.
This, for instance, goddamn. Almost looks like legit there's a skull floating around inside your leg. Or this person who looks like they have a giant hole in the side of their arm.
People forget that he made some really basic, cookie-cutter normal videos, especially in the beginning. Onision ironically made anti-predator videos. He's toxic because he had multiple barely legal girls living in his basement. Usually he made them sign contracts. Sometimes he had underage girls live with them with their parents' approval. Definitely a weird, predatory guy.
Started dating my now 22-year-old wife when she was 17 and I was 26.
I do not give a shit. What you have done to me is irreversible. You've destroyed any way for me to support myself. I have nothing. You've destroyed me.
It's like, you fucking ruined me. You've, like, not even, like, I'm not talking about online, I'm talking about me as a person. I am never going to feel happy again.
Like, please leave me alone like I've asked. I asked you to stop using my name and my information in your videos. And it is scary when I have asked you and I told you that you are making me feel uncomfortable and safe. And I've asked you to stop and leave me alone. Please stop posting about me on your Twitter, on your Instagram, on your YouTube, whatever. You can, like, just leave me alone.
Children make the best targets, right, YouTube predator?
The third row is down. This is probably the most important video that I've ever made. A simp who makes videos for Chads. I get compared to this guy a lot, but too lazy to try. His persona is that he's lazy.
So in this video, I'm going to be taking a look back at a classic Joe Rogan Experience episode, number 917, with Steven Crowder.
At first you don't think he's a simp, but he uses George Costanza as an avatar. And like I said earlier, George is definitely a simp. He's a positive simp though.
My name is George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
But Too Lazy makes Chad content talking about Joe Rogan and Howard Stern. These topics can scare away normies, and soys believe that these are gateways to Nazism. Now, who is a soy that makes videos for Chads? There's a couple. Let me know in the comments who you think belongs in this position or any position, but I'm gonna go with Lao Y86. Now, Lao lived in China for about 10 years and started making videos about his life.
Legal age for smoking and drinking, but that is never, ever, ever followed. But you think that actually mean that you see a bunch of kids running around drunk and getting into their dad's liquor cabinets and drinking baijiu and all that kind of stuff. But actually, I found it to be the opposite.
Now that he doesn't live there, he makes videos about how corrupt the Chinese government is, and it's very informative. This type of content is really important, in my opinion. I say he's soy in a lighthearted way. The idea of a soy using their intelligence to get ahead is evident with this guy. Now, who is a normie that makes videos for Chads? Ryan Long. He makes comedy videos that make fun of politically correct culture. His audience consists of Chads and sometimes normies. He's definitely a normie though.
You know, People are allowed to not like something, but that's what normally comedy is. You make a joke and the audience laughs or doesn't laugh. But yeah, there's definitely right now people want to add in a new thing where they go, I didn't like that, so no one else should like it or whatever. But
a Chad who makes videos for other Chads. Obviously, the report of the week. He suffers through bad food, so I don't have to. It's a sacrifice.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
But I'm gonna put Steve will do it since his channel got deleted. Steve has given away tons of money to people, and it's very Chad-like. A toxic person who makes videos for Chads. Big Lenny is obviously very toxic, but most of his fans are Chads. But the problem is, Lenny is barely a YouTuber anymore. So I'm gonna go with Jack Doherty. This man is toxic, putting tons of mentally unstable people in a house, hoping that they fight each other, like the Island Boys and FouseyTube. Jack is exploiting mentally unstable people, and that's toxic.
Calm down.
Okay, go.
And you're gonna.
Bro, why? Yo, bro, why the fuck?
I would go right
Bro,
there.
go ahead.
No,
What are
no,
you talking about?
I don't want to hurt a prepubescent child with face tattoos.
Bro, I would punch you in the shit, bro. Watch out, bro.
Rapper, chill.
What the fuck you really like? Bro, this is expensive ass grills.
Bro, Etsy's not that.
Bro, I really don't want to slap you hard as fuck like other people do. I don't. Listen.
I don't have insurance on my watch yet.
The toxic row. Now this is really easy for me because I consume tons of toxic material. Adam22 is a simp who makes content for toxic people. I say he's a simp because he gets off sexually watching his wife bang dudes that aren't him. It takes the fun out of banging Adam's wife knowing that he's okay with it.
I appreciate you, my wife.
Oh my god.
And yeah.
I'm a professional, you know. I go in, I knock it out. That's what I do.
Hey, I absolutely, I cannot hold it against you, my friend.
Did you see it yet?
I saw a few of the clips, and yeah, I think you put it down.
I don't even want to call him a disgusting human being because he probably gets off on being humiliated. A soy who makes content for toxic people is Trap Lore Ross. I feel like if you're English, then you're automatically a soy. Ross is a soy who makes videos for toxic people. A very non-threatening dude who possibly paints his nails. But he makes videos on gang wars and it's not bad content. A normie who makes videos for toxic people, 1090 Jake strikes me as a normal dude. A lot of guys who have been to prison are just normal guys who got caught up. He occasionally says something profound, but not enough to make him a Chad. Now Milk74 is definitely a Chad. He's very opinionated and has above average intelligence. Milk stands up for himself, even rolling up on Adam22. He made an appearance on Jubilee where they guess who the white guy is. Each round they eliminate somebody. Milk had already won by the 4th round, but he voluntarily kept going. And that type of confidence is Chad-like. Last and least, who is toxic and makes videos for toxic people? I'm gonna go with famous criminals. It's very toxic of me to jeopardize my relationship with all the people I just mentioned, and you are toxic for watching this video till the end. Thank you, I'm out.